Hey everybody! Oh my God, I saw Bob singing in the chat, and I'm like, that's so cute. And then I looked, I saw it was 7:03. I'm like, oh my goodness, I better get on that, right?
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotic stew, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotic stew, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Na na, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Can you guys still hear me? Let me see if I did that right. I never know if I do it right. Why is that? Here we go. Um, I'm not sure. Something's not. Hey everybody, Susie Q and I'm. Now let's Yeti. Now I got a Yeti. Hello, Sky Dancer. How are you? Good evening. Good evening. Monica Aquatics but Designs by MLT. Yes, I was at the skate park. Um, doing some. I was gonna say fancy footwork, but if you've seen my videos, you know it's not so fancy. And sometimes it's just sitting on my butt. Kaler's Aquatics and Reptiles. Thank you, Bob, for the reminder. I was listening to Skipper's Aquariums, and I even texted in the chat. Oh, gotta run, gotta go. But I just kept listening. I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta snap out of it. I'll be listening while doing water changes. I wish I could do it. I remember Jeff Rose doing that once. Maybe he did it a couple times. He went live while he did his water changes, and I'm just afraid I flood anyway, and I run around like a lunatic. But I would love to clean my aquariums while I go live. Wouldn't that be? I think I would like that very much. Maybe if I got a microphone that's oh yeah, check the shirt out. Is Ed in the house? I'll have to see Ed and Tennessee Fish Mafia at 8. Listening while do changes. That's what I want to do. There's my plant channel. Thank you, Bob. I just brought a lot of my plants in from outside, and they're kind of like in a not a quarantine state, but I got to go through the soil and the leaves. I don't want to bring a lot of bugs into my other house plants in the other room. So either they all got washed off, or I'll just take them down into the fish room. Last year I took them into the fish room and they all died. I'm not a fan of that. Aqua Garden Zen. Hey everybody, is that a bearded dragon? I cannot see. It looks like a bearded dragon. Scotty the Fish Freak. Hello, Scotty. Jack of all trades, master of everything. Lady R, how are you? Hi there, everyone. I'll be in the chat soon. You take your time. Sandy, how are you? My heart is with you here. My heart is with you. Sandy. Oh, look at Bobby, Sandy with hearts. I like that. I like that. See and hear you fine. Thank you, Sky Dancer. I'm never quite sure how that is going to work out. And I did want to like call in on my phone and then go downstairs. There's going to be a way. I will figure out how to get myself on my phone with a good connection and quality audio, while I do, because I would love to be cleaning out my 40-gallon breeder wall. It's 10 40-gallon breeders during my live stream. And I think I could do the cleaning part. It's the water part that could be an issue. Where are you at? A fancy office? I don't see any fish. There is no fish in my office. I need to bring a fish in here, huh? Oh, what should I bring? What is a good office tank? I could do shrimp. That would be good. So this besides the plants, usually this houses my server. So I don't know if I want water on this desk. There's a table right there. As long as it was shorter than the breeding crested geckos. Those are my breeding crested geckos. I could put a tank there. Oh, that's a great idea. I can't bring the axolotls up because this room is too warm. It's always like 70 plus. They need to stay. What's a good fish? I'm thinking shrimp. I'm always trying to keep shrimp alive and I never have any luck with it ever. Oh, I could bring my fajaka in here now. That's too big. I'll have to think about that. That is a great idea, Scotty. Because what is an office without a fish tank? Because then I'll have my aquariums, my crested gecko, what I call self-proclaimed channel mascot. Let's see. This is my channel mascot. Hello, Sophie. Let's get the lighting. Say hello. Hello. Are you going to say hello? You say step up? Oh, of course, now not a peep, but as I talk, we all know we're going to hear Sophie. We are going to hear Sophie because she lets herself be known. What a great idea, Scotty. Yes, this is my office. This is also where I homeschool my granddaughter, where I make all my mug magic and mug people. I like that. Starting on learning how to do t-shirts. Where's one of my mugs? Have my skates, but with Sophie in here, there's pistachio shells everywhere. She just throws pistachio shells wherever she feels like it. My server, my 2 printers. I like this. This is a nice space. Plants are looking good. They always look good, Bob, when I bring them in. Thank you. And I'm going to see if I cannot kill them. They look so good from being outside in the spring, summer, and fall. I make a makeshift greenhouse outside where it gets tons of rainwater and indirect sunlight and fresh air, and they do amazing. And I bring them inside, and somehow either I overwater them or underwater them. I'm working on it because I have such a love for plants. Not very good. Gabriel's Glass Boxes. What a great name, Gabriel. Audio is good. Thank you. Dennis Christensen. Hello, hello. To all the fish fam. Mark, how are you doing? Lurking and doing water changes. Wow, everybody is they're being effective and efficient, and I am not. Audio is low, or is it me? It could be me. I think I fixed it since then because I've been slow to say hi to everybody because I'm just slow. Good program from Skipper, right? I was late to my own live stream because of his program. First time viewer, well, I'm welcome and I'm glad you're here. I love the name, Gabriel's Glass Boxes. Love to hear more about your glass boxes. Alishan says, you need a Fishimon clone to read chat while you work. Wouldn't that be great? Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be great? This coffee is so good, even though it's after 7 o'clock at night. It just tastes so good. It's extra dark. John introduced me to something the other day. He got me double shots of espresso that I added. And it was like, oh, that was love at first sight. So I told him, I said, I think we need an espresso machine. Ooh. Yes, that's my Sherma, my 11-year-old rescue bearded dragon. Oh, I love. Somebody knocking? Uh, Nobody's knocking on my door. I love the fact that you have an 11-year-old rescue bearded dragon. I love my bearded dragons. I just did a live stream on all the essentials a beginner's dragon would need. So I would love your input if you've seen it. If you would add anything, or I think that's great. Huh, baby? Oh, that's my granddaughter. You leaving? Bye. Have pleasant dreams getting ready for Halloweeny. All right. I love you. Love you too, babe. Bye. Woo. So, I have to say, fun, but all my children are in their 30s. Well, one's 40. I don't have to do Halloween anymore. I used to love it, I think, because I had 4 girls. I had 4 children, but I don't have to love it anymore. I don't even have to participate if I don't want to. Do you know how great it is not to scramble all of the last 2 weeks of October because somebody changed their mind about a costume? And I was not one of wealth, so I was always making our costumes or finding them or trading them. And oh my gosh, that's done. But Aqua Garden Zen, I like your 11-year-old rescue beardy. That's nice. Scotty says, oh, a 300-gallon tank would be perfect. If I had a 300-gallon tank, I would start taking down my 40-gallon breeder, because now my 40 gallons are my small tanks. So they're my smallest tanks, I think, are my 40-gallon breeders. Wow, how big would a 300-gallon be? Would that be like 8 foot by 2 foot? Or would it be 3 foot by 7 foot? Oh, that sounds cool. Patty Petite's tank, how are you? A betta or 3 for a desk. That's a good idea. A little tiny, like a 20-gallon long, and have a female sorority, because I love the female bettas. I do. A hognose would be awesome in there. Yeah. You're gonna have to talk to John about that. Gabriel says, German blue rams love the heat. They do love the heat. Fire call, gotta go. You go rescue them, Scotty. Mike says, hey, yo. Mike that needs a new keyboard, he says. Thanks for an awesome stream last night. It was fun, wasn't it? It was all on to snake or not to snake. Evening coffee is the best, isn't it, Bob? Hey, Paul. What is Bud Little Girl? What is that? Any updates on the stir-bys? No, but I am getting some stir-by Cory cats, which I love. I got a 40-gallon breeder ready for them. But he's got them in a very, like a high-end aquascaped, intricate tank. So catching them could take some time. So I'm going to be very patient because I'm so thrilled. Aqua Balls, what is up? Hello, everyone. Good day. Good morning. Good morning. George, great stream on the macrostoma. Macrostoma. Sketty Nona says, I have 3 girls and 1 boy and constantly change costume ideas. Also glad my kids are grown, right? I don't even feel guilty about turning off the lights. And somebody says, well, don't you want to walk around with your grandkids? Like, no. No, thank you. Send me pictures. Adorable. Love them to death. But I feel like I did my time. I put in my time. Like, and I would get dressed up every Halloween. Oh, so glad they're gone. So they're grown. Cooking the shepherd pie. Ooh, that sounds awesome. I think I burned enough holes in this keyboard. It's time for a new one. Gotcha. There's Skipper's Aquarium. Great show tonight, man. Great show. I got the eggs in the tumbler already. Oh, good. You got some eggs for Bob? I'm 2 months in my new channel. Please stop by and think inside the box. Oh, aren't you clever? Guys, Gabriel's Glass Boxes. I don't have the link, but check it out. I can't wait to check it out. Patty, you already know. Ooh. I didn't fall asleep, I promise. Why are you always yelling? Hello. Hello, hello. My oldest was 31 last night. Congratulations. I have to go sleep over with our kids at my house on the first time. I'm exhausted. My son dumped his pug here too. That's so funny. That's so funny. I get it. My youngest is 30 and my oldest is 40. Stirby was always my favorite Corey. I am hoping that they're a breeding age because the ones I have, I think I got like 7 of them, 8 of them in that 40-gallon breeder, and they're all kind of older, full grown. And even if 1 or 2 was still of breeding, I would need some younger. So this would be so good. I'm so thrilled to have this. There's my March. Thank you. This is not my March. This is Tennessee Fish Mafia. Ooh. But apparently I never unpacked the bag from the Keystone Clash. So I found so many amazing treasures. I can't wait to show everybody. I can't wait. Do you want me to post? Yes, that would be great, Wawa, if you can. If you can find it, that would be amazing. Thank you. I think I got caught up on the chat. I think if I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to. But I was trying to read and trying to look in the camera up here, not down here, and it's enjoying my coffee. I went to the skate park today and for hours, and I'm exhausted. But I had fun and I'm learning stuff new and it's a lot of exercise. I've lost 9 pounds since the wedding I was in, and I'm pretty stoked about that. Tennessee Fish Mafia shirts are impossible to get. Excuse me, I feel very blessed. Look at this. And look what I made. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. I made some coasters. So I threw some coasters. I got some white coasters with black. Oh please, oh please. Look at that. Ooh. So I'm not well versed at making t-shirts yet, but when I do, I'm certainly not going to make somebody else's t-shirt unless they want me to make them for them, and then I would. Then I would in a heartbeat. Kaler's Aquatics, I hope the Zis. Did you get a Zis filter? Speaking of filters not working, can I tell you a story of what happened outside? And I'm kind of upset about it. And I have 2 ponds side by side, well, within 50 yards of each other. And they're both about, let's say 200 gallons. They both have the same filtration going. They've both been out there for years. And filled with rain, low with rain, filled with rain. Sometimes something gets in one, like I had a raccoon get in one and I could tell because everything was turned upside down. That's usually a sign that it's because the raccoons are pretty clumsy looking for the fish. But I went out today to clean up from where the duck was, and I saw all the goldfish in this pond over here had all died. And there was like a white filmy top, almost like it's if you had cooked something the night before that had grease in it and then it got cold and it was like, but I felt it didn't feel greasy. I don't know what happened. So I got them, put them in my compost pile actually, because I don't know how long they've been there and I don't know what it is that killed them. So I went to check in my other pond and I got baby goldfish. So this pond is breeding. This pond, they all died. And it's not the weather, it's not the plants, it's not the animals outside. I have absolutely no idea. So the one that went bad, I don't even know why. I just drained everything out, scoured out the bottom, and I figure for the winter months, I filled it back up again, and I'll let it cycle over the winter without any animals in it. But it was pretty upsetting because I thought it was just one goldfish that died, and then there was 2. And then as I was cleaning it out, I was like, they're all dead. And there was this weird, so I don't know what this weird film was. It's not even next to the neighbors. Like, there's nobody could have poured anything into it unless someone from my yard, but I found that to be an odd mystery. Hello, Big Shrimpin'. Who said Big Shrimpin'? Hello, hello. Isn't that weird? We need those coasters. Aren't they great? These ones actually, see how it's got signed by Susie Softail? I started off, I'm an honorary member of the Tennessee Fish Mafia, even though I'm not in Tennessee, I'm a wannabe. My girlfriend today, the one that just got married, she's in Chattanooga for 4 days. She's the presenter, something with her company. She's, a big hoo-ha. And I'm like, oh, if I had more notice, if I could have gotten the plane ticket, I could have been there for 4 days. 4 days in Chattanooga. Because she'd be busy with work. I could be like calling up my Tennessee friends and saying, I'm in Chattanooga. I don't even know where Chattanooga is, but I would do that. And I think I would be able to meet up with lots of people. But it didn't happen this time. How are the axolotls doing? Aquaballs, they're doing great. I've got the 2 males and females in this tank. No breeding going on right now. It's not their time of year. The 2 babies that I kept back are getting pretty big. So, and they're in a 20-gallon long. I think I'm going to be putting them in a 40-gallon breeder soon because they're getting big. But I have started a red wiggler farm because I'm tired of buying these red wigglers and they look nasty or moldy or like, oh my gosh. So I got 500 red wigglers and now I'm breeding red wigglers. But the problem is they take 6 months. So right now I would have to feed all my axolotls like 30 of my red wiggler babies. So I ended up going out and buying some more for now. But pretty soon I'll be making my own red wigglers just for my axolotls. And they eat the same food like I feed Sophie and the Bearded Dragons, whatever greens I got, leftovers. Sometimes I put coffee grounds in there. So the axolotls are doing good. I'm positive in the spring I will have more eggs, and I'll probably have an egg giveaway for anybody who wants to try to hatch out the axolotl eggs and grow their own axolotls. I think that was fun this year to do. I thought it was fun. Better get your Tennessee Fish Mafia Speedo on, Bob. Oh, guys, don't miss tonight. Kaler's Aquatics and things. Let me tell you, if he's wearing a Tennessee Fish Mafia Speedo, I'm there. Sorry, chat froze for me. I hope it's not me. Is it me? Or is it Memorex? Mike, you and Sam are just weird. Spaghetti said, raccoons broke 2 of my bird baths. Oh my God, those guys are clumsy, sneaky, greedy little creatures. Adorable. But I'm not a fan of them in my yard anymore since they took one of my turtles away. But since I secured what I call, they're all in prisons now out there, they've all been safe ever since. Except for my ponds, which they tend to go fishing. I'm like, good luck catching some of those fish. Bob says, come on down. I wanted to so bad. Aquaball says, how do you sex them? If you're talking the axolotls, it's easy. At 9 or 10 months, I think it was, when the males mature, they drop they drop balls. I don't know how to say it. Aquaballs. They drop their aquaballs. And it's very easy to see male from female. What do they call it? Sexually dimorphic? I don't know. Maybe I just made that word up. Chattanooga is on the border of Tennessee and Georgia. Twander, thank you. Is that big Tank Hank? Oh, what's going on, bud? Alishan says, Susie, can you make name tags similar to what we wore at the Clash to fit in a plastic holder on a lanyard? I haven't yet, but I can look into that. Oh, I see where you're going. I see where you're going. Do red wigglers live in ponds? No. I had small red worms in my outdoor guppy tanks. Oh, no, Spaghetti. Red wigglers, like if you had earthworms and you had a big dirt farm, let's say, the earthworms would be closer to the bottom. The red wigglers would be closer to the top, which is why I like breeding the red wigglers, because I don't have to dig too deep. And they turn whatever they eat into amazing soil to use for your vegetables and stuff. I only learned it from watching Bob. I wish too bad I couldn't. I wish too bad I couldn't. Oh, with the axolotls? Red wigglers are compost worms, yep, and will drill down. They will drown. They do. Even when I'm feeding my axolotls, I make sure they get the worm because I can't walk away from. I can't just put red wigglers in the water and walk away. I keep them on tweezers until the axolotl grab them and take them. And more than likely, in my breeding tank, the two grab the same worm and will eat it. I literally have to cut it so they don't get nose to nose. What's up, Daniken? How are you doing? I make name tags. There's a news article about it at Fish Fam Link. Okay, Liquid Zoo, I'm going to check it out. But I think it might be something that I'm going to need to do because I have a new commitment and I'm pretty dang excited. Am I allowed to talk about that, Tom? I have volunteered to do something in the Bucks County Aquarium Society, which is funny because I wanted to do something before with the CARES program, but I got so lost. It was so over my head identifying fish. I couldn't even come up with the right questions to ask to find out how to get to the next level. So unfortunately I gave up on that. It was just too hard for me to figure out. But I'm going to help out with membership. So I don't really know what that means, but it sounds like it's going to be fun, right? But the name tags, I bet, are for members of the Bucks County Aquarium Society. I'll have to see. How hard could it be, right? How hard could it be? We did have the name tags for Bucks County Aquarium Society, but need to update the membership list. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'm on it. I'll help. I'll figure. Those better named Lady and the Tramp. Yes, they do. The axolotls, but I think it's just because they don't see well. They grab the same worm, but it's almost like love. But they won't. I don't think they'll love each other if their hand wiggles in front of them when they're in eating mode. They just think it's a worm and eat it. And they're not aggressive, but they'll bite the tail, bite the hand off. Now, everything does regenerate on an axolotl. Even the spine, even parts of the brain. It's like crazy. Scientists are studying these animals because they got the regenerative, they got superpowers. That's what I call it, superpowers. I bet raising axolotl eggs to adults is very fun. We can't have them here in LA. That's why I got dart frogs. It's almost the same thing. So I would say raising axolotl eggs to me is similar to like raising betta eggs. Or have you ever done a paradise fish where they have the eggs and you see the free wigglers and the parents aren't good parents. So you have to feed them the microscopic food. Then you have to, wean them on to more and more and more food. And when they get old enough to start eating each other, you have to separate them. You got to keep them separated. And then by that point, they're probably beyond the little bloodworms. But bloodworms alone is not sufficiently nutritious. All my axolotls eat. Did you ever hear J&J? I get my foods from J&J Aquatics. And it's a sinking soft protein pellet. I get all my axolotls onto that just in case I don't have worms. I know that's the main part of their diet is this sinking soft protein pellet. I have to say it slow because I get confused. Hello, Lucky. Axolotls are aliens. It's close to it, is it not? Is it not? How about I send you 50 mystery snails for an axolotl egg? Then, when it's mature, I'll send you the axolotl back. What? So you just want to raise the egg and you don't want the axolotl? Hmm. Hmm. When I first saw raising axolotls, Greg. Greg did it. Greg was raising axolotl eggs, and I thought to myself, after watching him do this and separate them and the feeding process, I thought to myself, why would anybody do that? So work intensive. And here I am doing it. But I find great relief. And if I send out like 15 or 10 or 15 eggs to people who want them, if you only have to raise 10 eggs, it's so much easier than me raising 100 or 200 eggs. Because not this last batch, the batch before, I kind of let nature do its course because I couldn't, and I ended up getting 2 axolotls out of it because they consumed their siblings. God, that sounds horrible, doesn't it? No, I don't want the axolotl or the mystery snails. I love mystery snails. I love snails. I think I have snails in all my tanks. And the mystery snails, if I want them to breed, I just lower the water line just a tad bit so they can lay their eggs. I have one tank that then they never survive in, and I don't know why. I always get these like empty shells floating around all the time. So it's got to be something in that water in that tank because all the other tanks do great. They even do good with the turtles. I thought for sure the turtles would eat them. Now, my puffers eat them, but I don't feed the mystery snails. I have enough pond snails and what they call pest snails. I never knew a snail to be a pest because I love the snails, but so do they. And if they want to eat, that's like free food. Keep them separated, bestie boys. I can never spell axolotls. Did you see the thumbnail today? I don't have my shirt on. I was working on my logo, the Q, with just the axolotl. Just a little axolotl face. Hey, Bruiser, what's going on? I catch night crawlers. Oh, okay. Do you use tap water or ODI water? For my axolotls, I use tap water. I use cold tap water down in my basement with water conditioner. The water conditioner I use is Safe. It's the powder version of Prime or similar to it. I use the Safe. Every couple months or so, I add in a little bit of API slime coat. What's the name of that one? The slime coat. Only because I know when they rub up, and I have lots of plants. I've got mostly the rhizome plants in that tank, so they don't have to really be attached to anything, but they do attach themselves to the decorations and stuff. And axolotls love decorations. Just take the decoration and rub your fingers all around them to see if there's any sharp edges, because you'll feel it real quick. Just sand it down, super easy. Rinse it until there's no sharp edges, because they'll rip their skin. And I know it'll grow back, but I just silly to let that happen. And then I put the rhizomes all over it, so they love going under bridges, over bridges. I have a sewer pipe in one of my tanks because they love to go in there because it kind of floats on top, but the pipe is underwater, so that they like rest in there. Oh, they just have a blast. They seem to utilize every inch of the tank. They don't just sit there, like the Aquatic Morning Show. Hello, hello. Getting Nona says, I love my mystery snails and enjoy breeding out colors. I also breed out ram's horn to all colors and patterns. I have 2 types of pond snails. I love the pond snails. I can't get enough. I can't grow them enough. I try overfeeding some of my tanks just to grow more snails. Aquatic Morning Show, do you still have the axolotls? Yours aren't of breeding age yet, are they? Things that make you go, Why are you always yelling? Oh, Tommy boy. So yeah, the axolotls I find challenging, but good. They're a lot easier to raise for me versus like rainbow eggs. I've had rainbow eggs and I was not successful. I was successful for a couple months until they got to be microscopic. Like they're so slow growing, and then they're not. Oh, another thing I feed my axolotl sometimes is egg yolk, but I only do that on the days I'm changing the water. And it's easy. If it, I keep bare bottom tank because their poop can get lost in the sauce, so to speak, and they're like plecos, big poops. It's just easy with a bare bottom. I take the siphon in there. I can just pinpoint them out, blah, 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 and keep it going. Well, there's Whip's World. Hi, y'all, beautiful people. Let's get tanked. Oh, yeah. You said, LOL, Monica. Am I not seeing Monica's post again? Let me see. Beastie Boys song. Ooh. Oh, they're 7 months old now. So can you? I have 4, and they are like 7 months. And can you tell boy or girl, or do they still look the same? Because I was just telling Aquaballs, it's very easy to see when you have a male when they're sexually mature because they drop balls, and you can't miss it. You can't miss it. Can't miss it, Whipster. Way. Everyone's like, whip it good. So, how do you guys feel about Halloween? I told you how I feel, and I felt a little guilty talking about it. No, actually, I felt a lot guilty talking about it because I want to be the, the other kind of grandmom that does this and goes here and does that, but I don't want to. I don't want to get dressed up for Halloween anymore. I don't want to give out candy to people. I don't. First of all, I'm allergic to sugar, so I don't want to touch the candy, smell the candy, be tempted by that. One year I gave out toothbrushes, and you could imagine whose house got TP'd. Yeah, well, I gave out toothbrushes, crayons. What else did I give out? Like nickels, money, Yeah, that's not what they were looking for. So yeah, I got toilet papered. What is too cold for the axolotls and what is too hot? I keep them in the 60s. They can survive in the 70s, but you lessen their lifespan. No bueno. So I keep it in the 60s. 64 is perfect for me. Right now on the bottom level in my basement, that's just the normal temperature. But what a lot of people do is they keep two water bottles in the freezer, and one they toss in the tank and let it float around, and then when that thaws, swap it out for the other one, and that keeps the temperature lower. Almost like goldfish. Goldfish are in the 60s also, right? But I'm saying 64 is probably pretty good. 64 is good. You don't want them in the 70s. Even if they go in the 70s, they're not going to die, but they will lessen the quality of life, their lifespan, and it's not good. I have all females, and yes, you can tell. Right? Oh, you need some males. You need a male from another bloodline so you can breed them. Oh, that's what you need. You need a male from another bloodline because you don't want, it's not like guppies or mollies. You don't want the sisters or the siblings to breed. So if you had all females, all you need is a male from another bloodline. Bada bing, you're good. You shouldn't be breeding them too young. I started mine around 2 years old, but I've never had a problem. You better give out a dollar bill, girl. Nickels. I know. The nickels didn't go over well. The crayons didn't go over well. The toothbrushes certainly didn't go over well. Yeah. These are all different things I've tried to be creative at Halloween because I don't want candy in the house. Because here's me. This is before I was abstinent from sugar. I would get 3 or 4 bags of candy a couple days before Halloween. And when Halloween would come around, I didn't have any candy. I ate all of it. So I'd go out and get a couple more bags of candy. Yeah. Ate that too. It's just not, it's not good. It's like, don't give me Girl Scout cookies to sell because I'll blow my diet. I'll eat every bit of the cookies and some lady, lots and lots of money. I'm getting flashbacks here. I'm getting flashbacks. Hi, Patty. I gave out dollars when I ran out of candy. See, now people will probably come back to yours. I dread all the sporting events with grandkids. Oh my god. I know, right? I should have known it deleted for being lousy grandma. I know. I don't think that's lousy. I have 4 kids, right? All the plays. Never missed a play, never missed a musical, never missed a sporting event if they were in sports. Music night, talent night, whatever they decided to do, never missed a one. I did my time. But now, if somebody's like a dance recital, I go. Not happy about it. But I go. I do go. I think I get guilted into it. Like, Mom, you're coming, right? I'm like, yeah. I have a friend that has the males. There you go. That are brothers. But yes, I need another male from another bloodline. I want the one like you have. Oh, the black with the white dots. Love him, love him, love him. Yes, he is great. He is great. It took quite a lot of years for me to get axolotls mature from different bloodlines and to keep them that way in the tank. So it's so much easier when you have a whole bunch of girls. They can be sisters. That's fine. They can all be from the same. It doesn't matter as long as that male is different. Or if you have all males, well, no, that wouldn't be fair because the male. Well, maybe yeah, the male will impregnate all the girls. Dollar Tree has trinkets and toys and can stuff into Halloween bags. That sounds like work. Patty, that sounds like work. Yeah, that sounds like work. Let's see. Oh, see, now I get pictures of my grandchildren and I think they're adorable. I love them. I care for them. I homeschool one, babysit the other one at least once or twice a week. I love my grandkids. Highlight of my life. But I don't want to have to do Halloween with them. I don't want to have to do all that stuff that's been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Shepherd's pie's in the oven. Nice. What's exactly is in a shepherd's pie? Please don't tell me it's lamb. It could be. But having a friend having a male is good. Keeper Kane, how do you do? That's me with all the events I never want to go. I know, right? Hey, Holly. Howdy, freak. Sorry I'm late. Better Nate than Lever. Exactly. 4 kids. I'm burnt out. 2 of my kids did stand up and improv into their 20s. I get you. I get you. Now, I did the same thing with food. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Pack their lunch. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sit-down dinner every night. We had the hot vegetable, the cold vegetable, the protein, the starch. I'm done. Thank goodness John Bag of Donuts feeds me every night because I'm burnt out. Now we're trying to eat healthier, so I'm trying to get back into that mode. It's really hard. It's really hard. I gotta say, it's really hard. Surf City Cichlids. Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday. Rain, I love your name. Ooh, where's Rain? Whose name is Rain that I don't know their name is Rain? There's Rain. Wait a minute. I do love that name. Don't know how I ended up here, but I learned a few things from watching your past vids. Well, welcome, Rain. I do love your name, too. Welcome, welcome. Do you have fish tanks? Do you have reptiles, amphibians, ducks, chickens? What you got? What you got that I shared on my channel? I'd love to hear that. Alishan, real shepherd's pie has lamb. I use ground turkey. I grew up, at least once a month, we had lamb patties. I can still smell that in my mind. Mashed potatoes, peas, cooked ground meat layered in a baking dish. Well, that sounds like an amazing casserole all mixed together. Cottage pie is ground beef. Ah. Here we go. I like that. I like that. LOL. Much love. Some do it differently. I do mine with ground beef on the bottom layer, mixed with vegetables in the middle, mashed potatoes on top with cheese or gravy. Could I swap out the mashed potatoes for like mashed cauliflower because we're trying to be keto here. I bet you that would be amazing. Whether it was ground beef, ground turkey, ground lamb, I'd give it a shot. Mixed vegetables. I don't know how rebaking mashed cauliflower would turn out, and with some cheese on top, I might actually try that. You all are making me hungry. Me too, Bob. Me too. I'm drinking my coffee. Enjoying life, drinking my coffee. John Bag of Donuts got me a chicken salad. I filled the bowl with chicken salad, and I had some cheese and mayonnaise, and I wrapped the cheese around the chicken salad. It was so good. Alishan says I add peas, carrots, and other veggies. You top it with mashed potatoes. Rain, do you have videos on your channel? Oh, yes. If you do, Rain, we'll post your link. We'll post your link. Aqua Garden says, yes. There's Melvin. How are you doing, Melvin? What's going on in X Genetics Legacy Radio? It can be made however you'd like. I like that. I just don't know how the mashed cauliflower will hold up if it'll turn watery, but I'm going to give it a shot. Because I made mashed cauliflower one year for Thanksgiving instead of mashed potatoes, and it was great. All my kids loved it. As long as you have real butter, right? Isn't everything better with butter? Whips World is chiming in here. Rain has no videos on his channel. Well, he has some kind of animals, unless he learned something else from me, like plants. I can't imagine learning something from me, but anyone who watches one of my videos and learns something, I'm thrilled. I'd love to hear it because I learned from watching all your guys' videos. Armadillo carry leprosy. That is all. Armadillo. Armadillo? I don't think people eat that, do they? I'm hungry again. I was hungry until I thought about armadillo pie. Armadillo. That's like a Texas thing, right? Down that area? Armadillo. I don't think we have armadillos in Pennsylvania. I don't. They must be a hot weather. I love butter, right? Lightly salted, room temperature butter. Don't get me started. I'm going to go off to dreamy la la land. I think that is my comfort food. Lightly salted. Don't even talk about margarine, the M word. I don't even want to see it. Don't tell me you can't believe it's not butter, because it's not. I want lightly salted, room temperature, real butter. Maybe I'll have a lesson with my granddaughter on how to make butter. That would be fun. Lady R says, so sorry, everyone. I keep getting pulled away. Yeah, that's life. I'm just so oh, don't be disappointed. Don't be disappointed. The replay. I love my replay crew. Love it. And life happens, man. That's what people first, right? People first. As long as the cauliflower mash is dryish, I'm going to try it. Mark, I'm going to try it. Eating armadillo is the most common way. Oh. Ooh. See you, Kane. Where does Kane say goodbye? I got to go to work on a video. Figured I'd drop in. Say I'm so appreciative that you did drop in. Hey, I'm appreciative of all you people who are dropping in. And don't forget, Tennessee Fish Mafia, right after my channel on Bob Kaler's Aquatics and Reptiles. Let's not miss it. It's going to be the panel talking about stuff. It has to be butter or forget it. I'm right there with you, Spaghetti Nona. Yeah. There's a lot of people that think, like, even when I go into a restaurant, I say, is there butter? And they give me something like some fake stuff. And I'm like, this isn't butter. This is not butter. I don't even want it. I don't want it on my food. Aqua Design says venison. Venison is good. I used a lot of onion. Never made a chili with it. I have made chili with it. And I made tacos with it. It sounds so good on a cool evening. I have filled my freezer with venison if I'm so lucky that people share share with me what they get. I'm not opposed to venison as long as I'm not the one that has to do the work. I want it in a package, with butcher's paper on it. That's how I want it. Just like I want my chickens already packaged. I don't want my chickens. I don't want my chickens. We can't even go there. I know what it's tasteless. What is tasteless, Paul? Butter? Butter's not. Ugh. Lightly salted butter. I don't like the no salt butter because that just tastes like milk or cream or something. It's just not my thing. Oh, good. People are saying hey to. It is almost time to get over to. I feel like I should drop this down a little bit. There we go. Tennessee Fish Mafia. It is coming up in less than 5 minutes. I'll have time to grab a cup of coffee because this one was so good. I really got to talk to I was going to say Papa John. That's what Zoe calls him. John Bag of Donuts to see if we can get some espresso machine. Because a shot of espresso after eating just sounds so good to me. I'll eat deer jerky and tenderloin, donate the rest. Where I grew up, there was always animals hanging upside down. And I think they utilized every part of the animal. There was nothing that went to waste. Cool channel name. Do I know you? That's Melvin. Monica Lynn, that is Melvin, who is going back to his legacy. And he's got a radio show with him and his girl. And he goes live. Correct me if I'm wrong, Melvin. Mafiosos, a fish. Next, Mafiosos, a fish. That's right. And you know what? If I had went with my girlfriend, I could have been in Tennessee doing the live stream for the Tennessee Fish Mafia. How cool would that have been? Someday, guys. Someday I am getting to Tennessee. I am. Ding! Everyone said, dang, everyone is here. Oh my gosh. So I am headed. Hey, Melvin, Legacy Radio. Cool. Yes, it is very cool. My microphone keeps cutting out. Oh, there we go. It just keeps cutting out. Should I do the ASMR again? No. Okay. I'm going to head over to Bob's, but I'm going to go get a cup of coffee first, freshen up. And hopefully I will see you all over at Kaler's Aquatics and Reptiles. And I am on my way. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. And I'm going to end with my intro because when you play the intro at the end, it's your outro, right? At least that's what I'm calling it. My outro.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.